Welcome back to Film vs. History. With me is Horatio Gould.
Looking for a good time, sunshine.
Today we're talking about the history of good times.
Yes.
It's the history of sex work, the complete anorak of brasses.
Yes, a long, venerable history, venereal
An
history.
almanac of venereal history, this series. Sex work has been around as long as there's been a guy too ugly to get laid.
Yes.
So this is one for our fans, one that will hit home for our truthers. The first ever fat guy to walk around, didn't want to take his t-shirt off. I imagine it's the first guy ever paid for it.
And that's the oldest profession, you know?
That's the oldest profession. Is having sex with ugly men.
Yes.
Have you ever
procured sex
procured
work?
sex?
I've never procured sex work, but I did get offered sex work by the masseuse
sex work?
down the road. Remember this? I got offered a happy ending. No, I didn't get offered to be a prostitute.
I was going to say that sounded like she was.
No.
Like, you know what?
No, my masseuse
you'd make an
didn't.
absolutely great.
My masseuse wasn't just massaging my back saying, "You've got to get into being a gigolo."
got-
My God.
My God, people pay such good money around here.
No, it was my back was killing me. I was doing an edit session here. Went down to get it sorted out. Quite seriously needed my back sorted out. Blown out. And then she goes, "Happy ending?"
Yeah.
And I go, "No." She goes, "Okay."
Where's she from?
She was from China.
Oh, right. Because if she was English, that'd be fine. But then you can't really say happy ending. It doesn't,
Happy ending, like, oi.
It doesn't sound quite.
You
doesn't
want a
sound
happy
good.
ending? Yeah, they get away with it.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of,
Happy ending. It's not
Yeah.
quite the same as happy ending blood. It's
who's
German.
that? The German one, right?
The German happy ending.
Okay, yeah.
Not quite the same. No, I've never partaken in the Devil's Cup.
There's still time, no?
I'm Presbyterian. I think the whole thing's sin, personally.
Yeah, but a bad divorce, bad relationship with the kids. You're on the wrong side of 50, and you just go fuck it. I mean, there is something for a white man just going, fuck it.
In the same way
Thailand,
yes, but in the same way,
17-year-old prostitutes, fuck it.
you mean in the same way that it's like a Wednesday night and you haven't got anything in the fridge, you think, I'm just going to throw money at the problem.
Fuck it.
Get a Chinese in.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm just going to go to Thailand. Get a Chinese in. Yeah. Thai tonight. Fuck it. Roses, is it?
Yeah. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
What anyone thinks. I've lost all my reputation anyway.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
I once went to. Do lap dances count as sex work?
That is a type of sex work, right? That's sexy work.
It's sexy work, but I think the
strippers sex workers?
It's very much not sex.
Very much.
Yes, because if you try and have sex with them, you get barred.
Right.
I think. Stripping is considered a form,
it is.
but it's titillation rather than
Cockallation, really.
Yeah, yes, it is.
I mean, when they say titillation, you're not having your tits
Elated. No, my cock is dilated.
dilated.
Was that where it comes from? My
I don't
tits
know
are
if
dilated.
I don't know if your cock's
My
dilated.
tits are weeping.
No, your arse dilates. I don't know if your cock dilates.
Then it should be arselation, shouldn't it? I've been to a strip club, I think, 3 times in my life.
Mm-hmm.
No, twice in my life. I've had 2 lap dances, both of them paid for by Sean Walsh.
I never knew Sean when he drank.
Yeah, he was very different. It's very funny to think
I've only known sober Sean.
He's now hosting a sincere mental health podcast. And I was like, that's my abuser. He bought me 2 lap dances I didn't want. Yeah, and then the other one was I went to Paris when I was 18 and I had a girlfriend at the time, and the guy I was with, he was like, let's go and get lap dance. And I was like, I don't know, I sort of feels weird, I've got a girlfriend. And I held his coat while he had a lap dance.
You held it?
I held his coat. Someone needed to look after his coat because they were trying to charge cloak when we thought that's a rip-off.
So you just standing there?
I sat on the sofa holding his coat while he went and had a lap dance with someone.
Did you watch the lap dance?
No, it wasn't. No,
It wasn't lap dance cucking.
It wasn't cuck dancing. No, I mean that really is cuckoldry. Watching someone else get a lap dance.
But that's quite a lot. Oh, is lap dance private?
Yes.
So when you got your lap dance, what was she doing?
Well, the main issue was that she was telling me about her business that she was set up for toddlers' clothing, and I.
So is there a lot of chatting going on with lap dance?
Well, this one there was. I didn't really know.
It's like Uber when you say, "Don't talk to me."
Yeah, I think there's slightly different.
Get jiggling. Shut up.
Slightly different power dynamic. You know?
So was she twerking Ponte Cocky or?
She was a black queen.
Okay.
To use the language of the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was telling me about her child's clothing business, which was somewhat of a de-stimulant.
Did she get her weapons out?
No, weapons stayed holstered.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess it's like, it's a British strip club.
Yeah, it was in Bristol.
Yeah. And I don't think we've ever done strip clubs well. Like I wouldn't mind going to like an Atlanta one where it's like, that's a proper strip club. That's like part of the culture, the culture.
Yeah.
You go there,
Brazilian,
there's a massive buffet. But it's more like, you'll have a kid's birthday there. It's like, it's like it's inbuilt into, it's like going down the pub. It's like the strip club is just a very normal thing.
It was more just my memory of it is, and just business rates these days are a fucking laugh. I can't, how's a woman meant to set up? And you're just going,
Brits are not, we're not
quite,
it's not a stripper culture really. But I mean, I can actually sort of understand how much I enjoyed going to the casino recently after a night on the pints. I can understand just like a way to end the night.
Night on the tits.
I think it's good actually just to like to have like a don't touch any of the women, don't get involved, but to have like a DMC with your
slot machines.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. It's good. Open up with your male friends.
One arm bandits.
It's just there's something cinematic about having a lot of beautiful women dancing in the background. It makes whatever you're talking about feel like I don't know. There's a sort of glamour to it. Do you know what I mean? Whatever conversation you're having.
Yeah. We made it.
We've made it. Yeah.
We made it, bro.
There is a bit
Let
of
it
that.
all work out.
There is a bit of a kind of finality.
Yeah.
It's not, but which is ironic because you only really go there when you've got nothing else going on in your life.
Yeah, it's true. But you want to be told, we like pitched a mad business idea. You're all in suits. We're going to make it. And then maybe chuck a couple. You can't chuck pennies. It has to be.
No, that's assault.
Yeah, it has to be.
That's throwing coins at
dollars. I mean, maybe that's why it's so much bigger in America because of how small their cash.
The denominations go down to
a dollar
paper. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas a £2 coin, you could kill a stripper.
You could. Yeah. In 2006, a scientist introduced currency into a group of monkeys. And what the monkeys did as soon as they got the currency was they immediately tried to swap them for sex, which implies
How do they manage to teach monkeys about currency?
I think they
positive reinforcement.
They taught them to buy grapes and apples with tokens.
And if they had those tokens, all right.
So they understood that tokens could be swapped for things they liked.
Yeah.
And immediately they
built a strip club.
They built a strip club. Yeah. And they were climbing up poles,
looking for a good time.
But I guess the point is that cavemen, the bridge between monkey and cavemen, which we did in our prehistoric series, must have been some prehistoric sex work.
Yeah,
probably.
Of course.
They were swapping pebbles for prehistoric
I guess
tan.
it's any exchange of anything of value for sex is sex work.
Yes.
Is it like being nice to someone? Is that an exchange of value?
No.
I'll have sex with you if you're nice to me.
Because that's just normal rules
I
of
guess,
engagement.
but I know, that's what I mean.
Well,
what line is it?
Holding your hand? What about like
No, but that's just flirting,
kissing
isn't
on
it?
the cheek?
Because
There is a line.
There's still an exchange of,
It's intimate.
That's still a trade.
What are you exchanging? You're exchanging not punching them for having sex with them.
Well, that's like a mafia protection racket.
That's what I mean.
Well, yeah. You need to pay up for protection. Protection from who? From me.
Yeah, exactly. But it's with sex.
Yeah. So the lines are blurred.
But the commodification of sex and the selling of sexual favours as a profession
Do me a favour, love.
is firmly linked to the establishment of money. So as long as there's been money, there's been someone who's thought, I know what to do, I'm going to do with that.
First thing.
So it's about the Bronze Age,
Right.
which we're talking about. But there was a guy, and this will float your boat.
Sure.
This is your sex work.
Yeah, this will throat my goat.
The Epic of Gilgamesh. The Epic of Gilgamesh. 1800 BC, we're talking. And this is a British guy called George Smith in the 19th century discovered, I think this is the oldest book, or the oldest written thing.
That they found.
And it's Uruk, that shit.
Was it written 1800 BC? I mean, there's probably older stuff.
It's dated, but it's
the oldest.
The Epic of Gilgamesh is an epic of Uruk. It is widely agreed this is the first piece of literature ever written.
Damn.
And it's also the earliest surviving story of transactional sex.
Right.
The legend of Shamhat the harlot.
Shamhat the
Now,
harlot.
that's what I shouted at masseuse that you went to. Apparently, when he found this story, the Epic of Gilgamesh, this guy, George Smith, reportedly whooped, shouted and stripped naked in the British Museum.
Right.
But he refused to translate this one tablet.
He's translated the Epic of Gilgamesh and then has immediately ran into the foyer. I can understand the whooping part. I can even understand taking your tie off. But is he getting his cock and balls out?
He's shoving a flare up his arse in Leicester Square. That's what he's doing.
Right,
This is the original flare up the arse in Leicester Square.
I mean, it's a big discovery. I guess normally kind of scholarly academics don't normally celebrate that way.
But this is how civilization has fallen, isn't it?
Right.
Is that, 200 years ago, we were uncovering epic poems from the prehistoric age and shoving flares up our arse. And now they're shoving a flare up their arse, when England get to the final of the Euros?
Right.
Was it even that, or was it the semi-finals?
I think it was the finals.
So Charlie's just Googled first instance of anal in a book. Do you want to read out what you found?
The earliest known literary reference that potentially describes anal sex is found in the ancient Egyptian tale of Horus and Seth, where Seth gets a little kind of candle and
No, you're making that up now.
It's so clear. So clear
fire.
when you stop reading.
which dates to at least the Middle Kingdom, 1700 BCE, with the later versions including the Chester Batty Papyrus.
No, it's Beatty Papyrus, isn't it?
So yeah, there's anal back in Egyptian times.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I think anal.
Let's place this.
I imagine monkeys do anal.
I'm imagining some monkeys just do anal.
Yeah.
Monkeys can be gay.
I think all monkeys are bi, or do you think there's a monkey who's like just gay?
Are monkeys gay?
Are any monkeys fully gay?
Fully gay.
Any monkey's fully gay. No, they're mainly bisexual.
Yeah, there's yeah.
Sheep have the highest homosexual rate amongst animals. 10% of sheep, which is about the same as
But
people.
they're not fully gay. They're all still bi.
No, there are some sheep that are benders.
No, I don't know. I don't buy it.
What do you mean you don't buy it?
I don't buy it. Show me one.
There you go. Look, there's a pride. It's got a pride flag in the middle of it.
Okay, fine. To be fair, that AI image of a group of sheep with a pride flag, that has proven it. Do you think really
The only
homophobic
known
people...
species to exhibit exclusive homosexual orientation is sheep
Really?
and humans.
So they're just like a happy couple who, you know...
Sheep. That's a slur.
Yeah.
Sheeple.
Sheeple, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I'm always envious of like a gay couple where it's like, they're dinks, right? Double income, no kids.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I had a routine about this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But then do you have the sheep version of that? Where instead of having
Shinks.
to...
Sounds rude.
there's these two kind of like well-trimmed
Yeah.
adult sheep who don't have to worry about kids. They can just enjoy their lives.
I would say that I think you could probably tell a gay sheep by how well it's trimmed, and because I've seen the.
I've definitely seen some straight sheep.
Have you seen the back end of some straight sheep? There are some fucking blokes. The back end of some sheep, you're like, bloody hell, mate. I can see you. You are a 50-year-old man at the football called Darren who does not take care of his arse and has not discovered Manscaped. The back end of some sheep are. It's about as bad as a back
It's
end
one
can get.
wipe, don't even check it.
No,
and that's
done.
it. Done.
So, Shamhat the harlot is sent by King Gilgamesh to seduce and civilize Enkidu, who is a hairy wild man
Right.
who's going to challenge King Gilgamesh.
So sex work was seen as something to civilize someone.
I guess so. But this is going to be a constant theme throughout this episode, is what it's in the eye of the beholder.
Or is it sort of like you're not you when you're horny?
Well, I suppose a wank is quite civilising, isn't it?
You know, like the Snickers advert, but
Yeah.
instead...
You're not you when you're horny.
Yeah, so he just needs to bust
it's
and then he
for porn.
becomes
But you're actually not.
a gentleman and a through.
Or more terrifyingly, are you when you're horny, and when you've just bust,
You're someone else.
you're someone else?
Damn.
Who's the true soul?
That's philosophical.
Isn't
Interesting
it?
question.
A very interesting question.
I think you're not you when you've just come.
So you're you when you're really,
You're
really
closer
horny.
to you when you're not quite you when you're really, really horny, but you're definitely not you when you've just come. You're a husk.
My favourite thing, if I just bust, is reading really well-written football articles.
Yeah.
Really.
That's
Yeah.
like the perfect thing for me.
The Athletic is perfect
Athletic.
post-wank come down.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's
Brilliant.
like really good journalism. The brain rot stuff is too much. It's not overstimulating. It's just someone who, you know, probably is too smart to be writing about football, writing really like interesting pieces about, you know.
Anyway, King Gilgamesh orders someone to fuck someone else. She does it, and they have continuous sex for 6 days and 7 nights.
Nah, I don't buy it.
And-
All
and-
these fucking epics always making
And
this
through
shit up.
sex, she civilizes him, and he gains reason and understanding. Now, is this a story of someone who fucks an animal, and through fucking them they become human? That seems to be what they're telling me.
Or a homeless man.
Maybe it's a homeless person. So
Yeah.
they used to have, you have those reels of people giving a free haircut to a homeless
Instead
person.
it's just shagging him.
Just shagging them for 7 days.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he'd love that.
well, yeah.
You must be so horny if you're a homeless person.
They
Yeah.
shag each other a lot. I've spoke to a homeless guy about.
Do they?
Yeah, there's a lot of just alleyway shagging. They bust a lot
Good.
because there's a lot of other horny homeless people as well.
Help for homeless.
Yeah.
So, but the point is that in this epic poem from thousands of years ago, the sex work is portrayed as an extremely important task on the orders of a king.
Right.
It's a civilizing thing,
Royal decree.
sort of.
Down must bust.
So in Mesopotamia, the word prostitute didn't really exist in our understanding of it.
Right.
They had words like car kid and harimtu.
Right.
And these are translated as prostitute, but those are the pejorative the word prostitute has. That's on us.
Yeah, that's a
Because
Christian understanding.
It's a
right?
Christian British word. Really, the word car kid should be translated as, quote, one who knows the penis.
Really?
Yeah. Do you
That's
know the
quite nice.
Do you know the penis?
I thought I did,
I've
but I
met the
don't know.
I've met the penis.
Yeah.
I've met my penis.
I'm acquainted. Well acquainted.
I'm well acquainted with my penis.
Yeah.
Now, Ishtar, who's the goddess of sex, is called a loving harem too. And this is the earliest mention of sacred sex work comes from Herodotus.
Yeah.
And he describes a custom where every woman was required to engage in sex work once in her life at the temple of Aphrodite. The woman would sit near the temple, a man would throw a coin at her feet, after which they would have sex.
So everyone had to be a prosy at some point.
Yes.
It's like military service.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It was,
conscription. Yeah.
conscription. Cumscription. Lovely stuff. And the exchange of money in the name of the goddess means it was sacred, thus it would be a sin to refuse.
Right.
Now, historical accounts of sex work are shaped by cultural bias, which I refute. I think my bias is not bias. I think it's just how people should think.
Okay.
But this is most interestingly seen in countries that are colonised by Britain and the West, because in those countries they have this mad idea that sex work is somehow fine.
Right.
And not to be ashamed of.
Seems to be all over the world, they think that.
It's like Britain driving on the left. It turns out we're the outlier that think sex work is stinky.
Yeah.
Now, in India, they had this tradition called Devadasi.
Right.
And this is an 800-year-old Hindu tradition. The Devadasi means female servant of God and refers to women who are dedicated to the goddess Yelama.
Yeah.
They looked after temples and they sang, blah, 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 but they were also courtesans. And so sex was part of what they did.
Sort of similar to the Japanese geisha, right?
Very similar.
Where it's like sex is like an afterthought.
Yes.
It's like a small part, which is, I guess, maybe in the kind of British Christian idea of it, sex means so much. There's so much value put on it. So with this, it's like, yeah, whatever.
Well, what's weird is that in
shagging.
British Christian, sex is so dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, it could be weaponized.
Yeah.
It's an awful force.
Yeah, you're going into sin and
and
you can never return.
You must repent.
Yeah.
Must be done in wedlock with the blinds down.
Yeah.
Put a sheet over her.
But with this, it's like, yeah, whatever.
Have some tea.
There's just somebody who works at a temple. It's like, yeah, we shagged, but I guess that's like.
But then the British, when
talk.
they colonize India, they see them just as prostitutes.
Right.
So they then shame them for decades.
Right.
And the missionaries teach India what a prostitute is.
So yeah, British colonists were like the ultimate kink shamers in a way.
Yes.
They were going around. They're going around in a pose.
What are you doing?
That's
That's disgusting. Stop doing that.
Get that out your mouth.
Get that out of your mouth. What God, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I've
got a lot of time for this. I find the idea very funny of uppity British men slapping dicks out of people's heads. What the fuck are you doing? Get a job, for Christ's sakes. Filthy hippies. The Devadasi were socially shunned and stigmatized, cut off from their patrons. They tried to make money by dancing at private events, but eventually they were outlawed throughout India as late as 1988.
I mean, we stopped being involved then, so surely this is no longer our fault.
Yeah, you've had but then I guess India was only a country for 40 years by 80.
Yeah, still.
But
if you loved it
but
so
this is
much.
what happens in Japan as well, and which we did in our geisha special. It's like the sex work is there's no stigma to it.
No.
And it's Britain that brings the stigma to it.
Yeah.
It's Britain kink shames the world.
But I guess the incel movement probably is like an Anglosphere, sort of started in the Anglosphere, America, Britain, online. And probably because we haven't allowed these ugly men to bus, it's coming out in, they're busting bullets and school kids.
Oh fuck, I'm gonna bust.
Do you know what I mean? Like there is something like there's the male loneliness epidemic, maybe the stigma of sex work.
And you can check out our documentary "Busting for Columbine," where we deal with this further. Yeah, you're right. Actually,
it does feel like there's a lot of repression and like there's not a lot of routes for men who want to bust, socially acceptable routes.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying that maybe they had something right about this.
Yes.
That basically ugly guys could all bust
and
there was less sexual frustration.
You're saying incels wouldn't have grown out of 18th century Japan or 15th century India?
No, because they could bust.
Yeah. So are you saying that
they could socially acceptable bust and hold on to some respect and dignity?
But are you saying that "Send Me Your Bobs" is the Brits' fault?
Yeah, I am actually.
Wow.
I am actually.
Wow.
I didn't think of it like that. But there is obviously a stereotype of horny Indian men on the internet. To be fair to India, you have to remember how many Indians there are.
Yep.
And also the Chinese, who there's more Chinese than Indians, but they're not on our internet.
But
so you've got to think about the percentage of people on our internet.
Yes, that is true.
They're nearly all Indian.
Yeah.
Half of them are Indian.
But they are also all horny. So
Well, we don't know. Just because most of the horny people in the comments are Indian, we don't know what percentage of that. There could be loads of non-horny Indians. We just don't know.
we don't see them.
We just don't see them.
Right.
Because there's so many of them. But also, a lot of the reason for Indians' horniness is because of the arranged marriage culture, right? You don't have to riz anyone. You don't have to learn how to riz.
Yes.
So there's no...
You just have to learn how to make a fire. For if it goes south.
Yeah, that's afterwards.
That's afterwards, sorry.
So apparently a lot of the reason why this kind of quite blunt horniness is because of the sort of the collapse
got
of
no
arranged
game.
marriages.
Oh, interesting.
They haven't been taught game.
So they're like a 12-year-old going out for the first time trying to pick up chicks.
Yeah. So there's two slightly different points, but
Anyway, we get to sex work in ancient Greece.
slang for boobs in ancient Greece is melons.
That's nice.
Which is nice to know.
So melons is as
Been
old
around for
as,
ages.
It's as old as... Well, it's as old as the
I guess
past
you
then.
just don't really, when you think of ancient Greece, Golden Age Athens, you don't think of them saying, look at the fucking melons on Earth.
No, you don't.
But melons is a good one. But once again, I don't like slang for boobs that makes it like, it feels like you're removing yourself from the horniness of it or the eroticism.
The reason these sorts of slang exist is
Caught
so
on the melons on
that
Earth.
you can try and sexually objectify someone in daylight in a non-threatening way. That's why it's
Put it in a
called
sentence, please.
Lovely melons on that. Excuse me? I was just talking about the greengrocers behind you. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It's deniable. If you walk past someone and say, look at your furry...
You're in my living room.
Look, yeah, if you walk
Who are
past
you?
someone and go, God, I'd love to smell your furry cunt. It's not as deniable, is it?
You know, when you put it like that.
Your Honour. You know, you've got to make things cute.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a very well presented argument, to be fair.
Thank you. I rest my case on your melons.
Yeah, you
now,
can't say I'd
one
like
of
to
the
smell your
first,
furry cunt.
one of the first life-size nude female statues. One of the first. This is the long road to page 3. Is Fern.
This is sort of
Frin?
like, this is
How
ancient
am I
Greek.
saying that? Frin.
This is Lucy Pinder in ancient Greece.
Yeah, Lucius Pinderus, Frine, or Pinderopoulos. The statue caused such a sensation that one man broke into a temple at night to have sex with.
I mean, this is before.
This is the history of horny guys. Franey, she's called.
But as we have
Sex
talked
with a
about,
statue.
we are never meant to see this many tens in our life.
Yes.
You go on the Instagram Discover page, it's the most beautiful woman you've ever seen from
Yes.
all around the world.
Yeah.
You're meant to see one beautiful woman, maybe,
Yeah.
going at high speeds through your village.
And
right?
have sex with the statue of her.
Yeah.
That's what you're meant to do.
But then here, when you very rarely see any beautiful women, you see a statue, what are you going to do?
breaks in when his passion stained the marble thighs, so he came on a marble. Right, Christ, he was so ashamed he threw himself into the sea. So
that's
is
quite Mediterranean, isn't it?
well, what? Yes, it is.
So
but-
beautiful. I'm so
I'm so
ashamed.
sorry.
Ah.
Yeah. What's so nice about that is that is a story as old as time.
Yeah.
A man gets so horny, fucks an inanimate object, is so ashamed he kills himself. That's as long as
Circle of life.
humanity has been around. Now, Phryne's most famous story is that at her trial for impiety, when conviction seemed inevitable, her lover/lawyer.
I love a lawyer. Have you ever had a lawyer?
I'm not sure I'd hire a lover lawyer. Allegedly tore off her robe, revealing her divinely white breasts, and the judges acquitted her on the spot.
I thought it's an amazing painting.
That's a great
of it.
painting.
Wow.
Look at that. So anyway, sex work in Greece, in ancient Greece, was legal, regulated, taxed, and economically important.
Well, that's an interesting argument for it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like the argument for legalising weed, tax it. And then
I
you've got
think
like
we
a-
should be doing that now.
Yeah.
I mean, presumably OnlyFans workers pay tax, don't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah.
legal. I guess
Yeah.
you are taxing sex work then.
But is
prostitution,
prostitution? Is
that's not
prostitution?
legal.
That's not legal, is it in the UK?
Not here.
Prostitution itself is legal in the UK, but soliciting, curb crawling, pimping, running brothels, advertising sex work, paying for it, or paying for sex with a minor.
Oh,
well,
you can't do
obviously-
anything.
Starmer
Fucking
Britain.
fucking Keir
Can't even
Starmer.
pay for sex with. When did that law change? Can't pay to have sex
I
with
can
a
do what
minor.
I want with my money.
Yeah, it's my money, Keir. When was that? Was that in Reeves' last budget?
Outrageous.
Outrageous.
So you can't be a brothel. It can be, do you want to come over to my house?
I guess so.
So if you set up like a dentist surgery, you know how they're always in like houses in the suburbs, dentists?
Yes. Yeah.
If you had like a place like that where men could come over and it was just you, that would be legal.
In ancient Greece, they had 200 different terms for sex workers, like Eskimos and snow.
Yeah.
So you had hetara with like elite, high value brass, and then you had pornies referred to more economically vulnerable workers, brothels, street crawlers, sex slaves. So this is where the term pornography comes from.
Right.
Pornographos, which is writing about prostitutes.
Yeah. So there are 200 terms, but we have a lot of terms for sex workers, I guess.
Brass,
whores,
mollies.
Yeah. Good time girls.
Yeah.
Ladies of the night.
Ladies of the night.
Hookers.
Hooker, devil woman, she devil. Some of them get quite pejorative quite quickly. Slut. I mean, yeah, they're not all nice
but
words.
there's a lot. When you think about it, there's actually quite a lot of terms.
I could name 200 words. It's just you might not like all of them. But now we get to one of the oldest preserved brothels.
I've been to this. You've been to Pompeii?
I have when I was 9.
Right.
This is when I went on a trip to Italy, a classics trip to Italy.
What shirt are you wearing? Is this a wine
extra large Juventus fake shirt that I bought in Rome.
Did you have any name on the back?
Del Piero.
Del Piero, it has to be. I knew it would be Del Piero.
Del Piero 10. It would have been a...
You look like Del Piero.
If Del Piero had accidentally been inflated...
Fucking hell, Del Piero's...
What the hell? You had a big off-season? This is where we went to Rome and Sorrento on a classics trip.
Yeah.
I spent most of my evenings watching Band of Brothers on Italian television. It must have been about 2001, 2002. And then we went
you had it timed every night?
Yeah, you could get BBC and
right.
TV. And we went to, because it was obviously a fee-paying school, and some guy who ran a 6-star hotel in Sorrento.
6-star?
Yeah, 6-star hotel.
I don't
wanted to send. Yeah, it does exist. Just you wait for it.
If someone's got a 6-star hotel, it means it's worse than a 5-star because it means someone is like perfect fried chicken. It's like a made up thing. Number 1 best hotel ever.
It's not a Turkish guy's 6-star hotel. It's right. So this guy wanted to send his kid to the school, and so when he heard that there was a school trip going to the area, he invited us all for a massive Roman banquet.
Right.
And what I did was I ate so much pasta that I then went to a toilet, threw up, and then came back and started eating pudding.
Oh, which was Roman?
Roman style. Vomitorium. The toilet was in completely marble.
Yeah.
I was wearing a 2003 Del Piero shirt.
You've never been more Italian.
It's about as Italian as I've ever been. When in Rome, put on a Juve shirt, eat so much pasta you vomit, and then crack into a tiramisu. I was speaking the language. Yeah, more of that, please. Yeah, that's delicious. Anyway, but we did go to Pompeii and up. I climbed Mount Etna, which seemed Etna or Vesuvius. Which one's on? Vesuvius. Climbed Vesuvius, which seemed like a terrible crime for a fat child to make me walk up Vesuvius. Anyway, we did go to Pompeii. I don't really remember this because I was 10 and I was probably suffering from indigestion, to say the least.
Yeah.
They're not big on Rennies over there.
No,
they
they're
should
not.
be. But there is a perfectly preserved brothel.
Yes, it's amazing.
When did you go there then?
Maybe I went when I was like, not much later. I was like maybe like 12, 13. But I do remember the brothel.
Were they telling tale of the fat child from Oxford?
Del Piero came here.
Del Piero. Diablo Del Piero. The tale of the fat Del Piero who ate his way through southern Italy, causing havoc.
But yes, no, it's very, and there's all these like mosaic images of sex. So you go into the brothel and it's just all over the walls.
It's like
different options, like a menu,
like a mechanics. Green room.
But instead it's you get to pick what you want.
Oh, is it?
It's like a Chinese menu, I think.
Oh, what? I'll have a number 33.
Yeah.
and that's doing someone up the arse or whatever.
Yeah.
So the brothel of Pompeii is called the Lupanar, Wolf Den.
Yeah.
And it's Pompeii's only known purpose-built brothel. And what we don't know, I think, is whether they were purpose-built. We don't know how economically viable it was to purposely build them.
Yeah.
Mount Vesuvius busted over Pompeii in 79 AD.
For maybe the sin of sex work.
Have we placed this at all yet?
We haven't.
Should we place the eruption of Mount Vesuvius?
Yeah.
79 AD.
79 AD.
So that is after Caligula, and it is before Caesar's Palace, the casino.
Yep. Wide berth there, but it's nice.
Now, the excavations at Pompeii shocked the Victorians who discovered it.
Yeah.
When we say Victorians, do we mean Italian Victorians?
No, I think
Do you
it's
mean British Victorians?
Brits.
Really?
Yeah, it's Brits doing it on tour. Because in the 1800s, Brits were always in Italy.
Brits on tours changed quite a lot, hasn't
Yeah.
it? Excavating old brothels, going, this is disgusting.
Yeah,
It's
going
absolutely
to Europe
disgusting.
saying, you guys are disgusting. Instead,
Yeah.
it's like Europeans going, you guys are disgusting.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the other way around.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for us, the world would just be full of. It would be all just booting off all the time. Everyone would be having brothels. Are we the problem?
There's an argument for it.
Yeah, there's an argument that we're the problem, yeah.
I mean, we're one of the most sexually repressed nations.
But what's amazing is we've managed to spread our sexual repression
Yeah.
throughout a world.
But do you think it'll get to a point where it's like with like weed dispensaries where you just got. Eventually, it'll just head in the direction where it's like everyone is fine with it and we have brothels everywhere.
Well, I mean, I guess now we live in a world.
Cultural decay.
We live in a world of like, free porn and fucking pneumatic fleshlights that you can plug a VR headset into.
Which
Yeah.
doesn't feel like a good thing.
No,
Doesn't feel
but
like-
let's
it
go
doesn't-
go analog and just get someone's bum.
Well, going analog.
Analog.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, we talked about on the podcast, me and Andrew when we were growing up, we'd go to friends' houses and that they would have, I mean, he used to have a Cheryl Cole poster, which I didn't have any sex with on my wall. I thought it was deeply, I was too
scary,
impressed.
Cheryl Cole.
It's just like,
This is what I had.
your mother cleans that room. We go to a friend's house, it looked like a garage. He'd have Lucy Pinner with her tits out. It's like,
I had that hidden underneath a stack of PC gamer
yeah, but it's
magazines.
just like, hang it on your
I had
wall.
that.
It's like, have a little bit
You
of
had
class. Did you?
You had a
you're
top-
not wanking over that, are you, ever?
I think I did once, yeah.
Over the Mona Lisa?
With her boobs out, yeah. Yeah, I got given
You're
it.
moaning over the Mona Lisa.
Wow. Mona Lisa Ann.
Yeah, I think we may as well just like we're all heading that direction. It's all like OnlyFans and butt plugs and
But
stuff.
I think OnlyFans happening, being a British invention, and Bonnie Blue is partly because of sexual repression, right?
That's a very good case for that.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if it's not happening in Brazil where they're all shagging all the time.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
It's because it
Carnival.
it's because it's
There's
such
no
a
British carnival.
Well,
yeah.
It's shoving a flare up your
It's
arse
because
when
it's
you get
so
to the final.
subversive and transgressive
Yeah.
to British culture. That's why it stands out. That's why it works.
But I don't know if we'll ever get to a place where it's like weed dispensaries, because we've moved into a sort of digital bypass era where there's VR headsets, pneumatic flashlight drills, automatic
Drills?
remote- Yeah, like pneumatic the flashlight.
like an oil rig.
You've not seen it. That's what it's like. You get a thing where it's like it's automatic.
levy.
I mean, I don't not to be reading out my Christmas list on the podcast, but that it's what it is. It's like a. So there are people. Yeah, it's that you hold onto these handles, and then it has a little.
Is that on Amazon Prime?
Yeah, a flashlight quick shot launch.
Only 3 left in stock. All right.
Well, it's Christmas, isn't it?
But
So-
what's she doing? Why is she in there? Why is that
She's
picture
just
of
the
a
model
sexy
for
lady?
it. It's called the quick shot launch. Now, what I must say is
Well, like you
that
can sort of like no scope your quick shot.
every Finn versus History Patreon gets a free quick shot launch with their membership. So yeah, it's got speed control, so it can
Do it
go.
as merch. Do it as merch.
the post nut clarity is bad enough when you're wanky, but if you have like a quick shot launch plaid,
Yeah.
No,
You
but
know,
I
it
think
must
what you
be
do
even
is
worse.
you'd throw it off you as if you were just horrible, get away.
what am I doing?
What's that? Go away, you horrible thing. But
But
you'd
they'll be
blame
looking
that.
at you.
You'd go, disgusting, get rid of it. What is that? Horrible. Ugh.
Do gorilla passed out on floor? Passed out in hospital. Go on this. This is what Paddy said. Dan's flashlight would be. He said when he got an arse flashlight, he said there's going to be Tin's arse flashlight after the weekend. God, that's good.
Christ. So anyway, the brothel in Pompeii had these stone beds, tiny rooms, explicit frescoes, vulgar graffiti all over the walls. But it didn't really catch on, we think, because it was a failed economic experiment and that sex was so widely available in Rome that the brothel couldn't charge.
Yeah, custom built.
Yeah.
So the builders knew what they were making,
But
brick by brick.
The frescoes were only male-female missionary-style couplings on the wall,
Okay.
which is quite vanilla.
Romans were anti-gay, more
No,
anti-gay than the Greeks.
No, they were more anti-gay than the Greeks, but they were still, by our standards,
Right.
very, very gay.
Yeah.
But there was no oral or no group sex pictured, although graffiti confirms that all this stuff was happening.
Yeah.
I love the idea of you look on, when I'm in a service station and I'm having a poo or whatever, and I look on the inside of the wall and there's some horrible filth written there, or call this number for a good time. I'm like, that is, I pull at that thread and I end up at Pompeii.
Yeah.
You know, people
Yeah.
have always been writing
Yes.
filth on toilet
Yeah.
door walls. Now, speaking of this crude graffiti, someone called Moolah, which translates as the grindstone.
She sounds gorgeous.
Nose to the grindstone. It's probably.
I'm not doing the grindstone tonight, am I?
Yeah.
Fuck. You got anyone else?
Who have I got
she's
tonight?
the only one on shift. Oh,
She was described as a footutrix or a woman who fucks. Probably like a drag name or a stage name. In the graffiti, someone misspells her name as Mule and brags, "I fucked the mule here."
Yeah.
Felix, who's like a male prostitute, there's glowing reviews all over the wall saying Felix fucks well.
So is that fellas fucking it, or
Yeah, I guess
wives
so.
getting
Yeah,
fucked?
we're going to get more into male prostitutes next episode. There's another rave review saying Mr. Garlic Farter fucks well here. Do we know?
Is that his YouTube name?
Mr.
or
Garlic Farter.
That's like someone who comments under this.
Yeah, that is a. But garlic was supposedly an aphrodisiac. But also Pompeii is covered in dick drawings all over the walls.
Yeah.
So much so that if they're using it for like a film shoot,
They have to blur.
Someone has to go on. There's in the credits. There'll be someone whose job it is to go and make sure. I'll do it. Yeah. Whose job it is to make sure that there are no dicks in shot.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good point, Charlie. Actually, who's the fattest ever sex worker? We haven't.
But then, obviously, at this point, it goes into fetish work, right?
Yes.
Sit in my head so that I genuinely could die.
This is Star, and she's £800.
And she is a star, I think, in terms of.
Now, do you have to go to her house or does she come to yours?
I think you probably go to hers.
Yeah, I think she's more of a remote worker.
Like Jupiter.
Yeah, you go meet her. She's sort of like an oracle that you have to go visit.
Consult. So, in terms of what the brothel tells us about Roman attitudes to prostitution, buying sex is legal and respectable for men unless you bankrupt your family with it.
That's not respectable.
Not respectable.
Well, that's like going to the casino. Just
I
getting
guess
addicted.
so. Yeah. So, we now need to get to medieval British brothels.
Right.
Grim.
Probably quite grim.
Yeah, there's few brothels that are less turn me on than the idea of a British
Medieval British.
Hello, mate.
Yeah. Current.
You are, darling.
My liege.
Well, no wonder we're so sexually repressed.
And do you know what would be so annoying is that the people who now speak like my liege and a flagon of ale, the idea of them in a broth, that's just,
Oh, my lord.
Oh, my liege. Yeah.
It's like British porn. British porn is the worst.
British porn is so
Don't
bad.
ever go local with porn.
No.
You should never go local with
We've
porn.
said this. Shop abroad.
Shop abroad.
It's mainly the British men, though.
Yeah.
The women, the lady women.
No. It's
I
the
don't mind
accent.
it.
No, the
I'll
accent.
tell you what,
can't.
for British porn, the women seem to be the most up for a good time. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel they're the most like, go on then, let's have a laugh. Do you know what I mean?
It's just they sound so angry.
Yeah,
they try and do American porn voice and they sound angry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right in there. Oh, you dirty cunt. It's so horrible, like a soap opera.
It's like Jack the Ripper.
Isn't it? Because with America, there's kind of a Californian like vocal fry.
Yeah.
But
they've sort of got to a porno franca America.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like everyone in porn, in the way that like... You know how...
Little cunt.
little cunt, come in here.
It sounds like...
Have a gobble on this, you little cunt, and you're going to fucking enjoy
It
it.
just sounds like an advert for like beef.
I ate watch for 4 days, have a gobble on this, you're going nowhere, sunshine.
100% British beef.
Shop British.
Support our farmers.
I think Americans have affected all sex noises, right?
Yeah.
There's been a pitch. Like, I think, imagine if you heard Romans having sex. No, that's Italian.
No, I don't
They're
think that's
Latin, you know. So I think it would be so different. I think the Americanization of it would mean it would seem completely different to now. None of them are going, like that's a new noise. I think that's like
it
a
is.
complete affectation from porn.
Well, should we try and do a soundscape of a medieval British brothel then?
Get your laughing gear around this, sunshine.
What, medieval English or medieval?
Medieval
Well, it'd be
English
like, get now, knob.
Give me that right now. Let me gobble up your cock, you little cunt.
So prostitution is not illegal in medieval London, but the city tried to control it through zoning, much like Amsterdam does now. And you can see this by the bluntly named streets such as Gropecunt Lane.
Yeah. Now, what's happened to Gropecunt Lane?
Put that in me mumpers.
Sorry. Medieval slang for bums, mumpers.
Shove it in me mumpers.
Yeah, what are the medieval slang?
Anus, arse up, bum. Put it in me ass wisp.
So the bluntly named London streets.
Touch my cunt.
Pood end. Oh my god.
So cunt is a medieval term.
Yes.
But they all sounded like Dutch in Middle English.
Yes.
It was like kuntish.
My
Cunny.
Cunny.
Now I think Cunny should come back.
Put it in my Cunny.
Yeah. British porn is awful.
Yeah. Cunny for your thoughts.
Do you think, okay, what's worse? Southern British porn, like geezer ladies, or
Yeah.
like northern
Northern's
shove it,
worse.
you bastard twat.
Wrap your mint around this, love.
It's grim up north.
Yeah, it's different. Since Thatcher closed the mines, it's not been the same.
This pit's not been the same since Thatcher.
Yeah, I think.
Slap it in me Cunny.
To be honest, anything regional. To be honest,
You
the
want this-
best
it's
British
what-
porn
sorry.
is you want sort of posh totties.
It's what RP was invented for.
yeah,
Porn.
it's true. No, I think
There
I
needs to be
genuinely
one
think
accent for porn.
If we're gonna have to submit British porn, you know how they do foreign language films to the Oscars.
Yes.
Each country's submission. What you want, the most erotic would be a posh woman who you wouldn't expect to be doing porn, and there's like a classy element to
hello.
it. I think it's something like that. No, this is-
my duckies.
yeah, something like that would be the most. Any other region, Brummie, nightmare. Cornish, nightmare. Scottish,
Touch me
fucked.
cud.
Welsh, fucked. Northern Irish, completely fucked. Southern Irish,
Northern Irish. I think there's a strong fetish for Northern Irish. Put your dick in my mouth, die. You know, it's arresting.
stinky pussy. I want it back. I want them back now. I think Southern Irish. You could have some good porn from there, maybe.
No, it's too waffly. Anyway, in our next episode, Joanne McNally will be here. So let's just get through medieval London, maybe.
Yeah.
Medieval British brothels. They tried to. Let's just go through some of the street names. Right, you had Gropecunt Lane,
Yeah.
Codpiece Alley, Whore's Nest, and Slut's Hole.
Right.
These names are later sanitised to Grape Lane, Coppice Alley, Horsley Down, etc.
But where's Grape Lane in London? Where is it?
Let's find out where Gropecunt Lane is. Now, in 1351, laws required common lewd women to identify themselves by wearing striped hoods, and the Liber Albus of 1419 lists punishment for people engaged in this. So this is where the British shame starts,
Yeah.
that we then export around the world.
Yeah.
You've got women have their heads shaved, they're paraded publicly while minstrels mock them. So blacked up men are going, that's not all right, that.
That's a fucking
That's
disgrace.
fucked. That's not all right. They get placed in the women's pillory. In
Wait, so is this
Cock
just
Lane.
for being a prostitute?
3-time offenders are banished. Yeah, 3-time prosies. Once, twice, three
Three
times
times.
a prosy out.
Yeah.
Now, there are people called the Winchester Geese, who are sex workers based in Southwark, controlled by the Bishop of Winchester.
Right.
And if you get bitten by a Winchester goose, that means you've got an STD.
Right.
Which I'd love to bring back. That's a great name for it. So the Bishop of Winchester controls 90 acres of Southwark. So in around the 12th century, he collects rent from a number of brothels or stews, as
Right.
they're known. And this is where bear baiting is.
Yeah.
And it's all so it's all areas for outcasts and, quote, exiled strumpets.
Okay.
The bishop's ordinances listed 36 rules governing the women who worked there. So no keeping women against their will. Women could live where they wished. No wives or religious women were allowed to work there. Interesting that wives is a distinct category.
Yeah.
Severe punishment for women supporting the pimps.
Paramours.
3 weeks in prison, fines, a turn on the cucking stool.
Interesting.
Now, do you know what this is?
No.
I looked into this morning.
Right.
In the mirror. No, a cucking stool in the medieval term was like a chair where people would.
Was it a ducking stool?
Yes, but originally it was called a cucking stool because the cucking stool was to do with shame.
Right.
And the word cuck comes from this, but it's not. You don't cuck for apples.
Right.
But originally, the ducking chair was
a shame chair.
You'd all watch her get dunked in water for being a prostitute
Yeah.
or for doing something else sexual. But that becomes the cuck chair.
Oh, that's interesting. The
so
history
this
of
is
the
the
cuck.
long road of the cuck chair.
We should do an episode on the history of cucks.
Arguably,
Famous cucks.
Arguably, every episode is a history of cucks. Or it's a history by cucks,
Yeah.
if some of the comments go. But this is where cuck chairs come from.
Yeah.
Originally, they are women being dunked in water for being prostitutes.
So is it just ducking because it's embarrassing to be ducked in water, or do they die?
They don't die. It's
Yeah.
like a shame thing.
Right.
But so I wonder if, because Halloween, witches, I wonder if cucking for apples is
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
if that's when you're watching someone else bob for apples and you're wanking.
Yeah.
I guess you can cuck to anything, can't you?
Yeah. If the mood's right.
It's actually like
If the chair's comfy enough.
What a blessing it is to be a cuck, though, because you
Count your blessings.
because you're never jealous. You love it. You can never feel envy because
But there's
you're
something
loving
else
it.
going on there, though. I don't think it's like above envy. I think
But you
it's
can be
like
cuckolded.
so envious
it's
that
not
it gives you a rock on.
It's not an entirely.
I quite like to be a cuck.
I mean, Diddy was a cuck. You watched the Diddy doc?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was absolutely. But then occasionally he'd like it would be too much for him, and he'd push the male prostitute out the way and just go hell
and then
for
beat
leather.
his wife,
Yeah,
which is not very cuckish.
no, it's not. It's an interesting
I don't
blend.
think you get someone else to beat her.
But he would do it. But he was doing it like he was Stanley Kubrick, right? He was
Yeah.
like doing it. He was like a director. He sat there, but he was shouting out orders. He was like, do it like this, do it like. So it was a very like. I guess it's like a
football
power.
manager.
It's a power cut. Yeah.
Anyway, we need to wrap up. Henry VIII gets rid of these stews,
Yeah.
but the crackdown does nothing to eliminate prostitution. The sex trade simply moves back inside London city walls. Now, in our next episode, we'll be joined by Joanne McNally.
Yes.
The phenomenon.
The force of nature.
The Irish force of nature. We'll be dealing with Victorian prostitution.
Yeah.
Prostitution.
We'll be asking her if she's a prostitute.
Probably will after that. It's not above us. And we'll be talking about prostitution, sex work during the World Wars in Nazi Germany. There's a lot to look forward to. Our Patreon this week, which I hope Joanne will stick around for, is on the disputed hysteria. Or
Is it true or is it not?
The female orgasm. Does it exist?
Yes.
Will we find it? Who knows?
Find out.
For £3 a month, you get instant access to series and all that jazz, ad-free, all that nonsense, and extra episodes. But if not, we'll see you on Thursday for more sex work. Bye.